And we are live, like we were saying. How's it going, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thursday night.
Evening.
You know what that means. It's MMORPG 201 showtime, and we are Pantheon Plus. And Desryn is very grateful for it being a Thursday night because this is his favorite thing to do, is hang out with us and play Everquest 2. His favorite game of all time, maybe. I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Really selling it.
Yeah, gotta sell it. We've been here a long time. Gosh, how many months have we been playing this game now? It's been a while.
100. 100 months.
Yeah.
100.
Very.
That's what Drac gets for committing for the rest of the year, right? Like
yeah,
we're in it for the long haul.
we're in it to win it. We're going all the way. We're playing this till at least 2024. So that was our commitment, and we're level 70 bouts in that range. I'm actually level 69, so I got to get my final experience to get to 70 tonight. But we're going to do some Karnor's Castle and heading into some new content for us. I love old Karnor's Castle. I never did Karnor's Castle in EQ2, so I'm very excited. But let's get some introductions done. If you don't know who we are, my name is Therek. I play Rangers, and there's my Ranger looking up at the sky. And next, looking up to the grandiose tank named Desryn. Demolisher Desryn. Hello.
Demolisher.
Yeah.
Because oh wait, am I? Yes, I'm the appropriate size, I think.
Yeah.
All right, good.
Yes. And you're what class are you?
Oh, Guardian. So I was like I'm a Demolisher. Yeah, no, I'm a Guardian.
It's an expansion
That's
class, the Demolisher class. And over here we got Vindini in the fancy golden armor. How's it going, Vin?
Good, coming a little hot, so ready to rip. Ready to go.
Rip those tunes, right?
Going out for a rip, are you, bud?
Hey there, bud. Let's go for a rip.
Good stuff. And the shortest of our crew, oh, maybe the shortest. No, not quite. A little taller than our shortest member is Andrath, aka Man of Rohan. What's up, Man of Rohan?
Evening.
Evening. And Crowsinger with the floating notes. How are you, Crow?
I am so good.
So good. So good.
So awesome right now.
I know. Well, I know why you're awesome, because our friend Fate has returned from her long absence to do real life things. on the frog lock is our friend Fate. How's it going?
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa. Nice. You almost
Perfect.
synced it up with the lips on your frog there. So yeah, no, welcome back. It's great to have you back.
Good to be
And
back.
yeah,
Ready to stab and swish and swash, as someone said earlier.
swishing
Need you
and
to do some
swashing.
swishing and swashing.
All right, we got a good crew already showing up in chat. We got Dwimble's here and Churro Dude, of course. Sparoh is here. Everybody's commenting on your background, Desryn. They say it's appropriate.
I think it was True
Appropriate
Dude's
to what?
idea. There was someone in our Discord, shameless plug. Someone in our Discord made a joke about it, and I was like, I could probably get that as a conference call background. And sure enough,
It's pretty great. It's pretty great.
yeah, I'm sure this will come in handy a lot. So
All right. So yeah, we're going to Karnor's Castle. So that means
Yep.
what? Kailong Plains, right?
Highlong Plains.
All
That's right. I think
Not
it's
Kaishwart Plains?
no. Kai Gnome Plain. Blech, I can't even say it. Kai Gnome Plains. That's hard.
I don't.
Oh, wait, did I go to the wrong one?
Where?
Yep.
I should have known.
Go to the globe.
I meant to go to the globe. I went to the wrong one.
Go to
Oh,
the
I
club.
wait.
also went to the wrong one. No, I think we went to the right one.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
It's about the same.
we're further
Yeah.
away. We got to travel east from here to get to the Karnors.
Oh,
So,
look at all those people far away from me. I should follow them.
all right. You want to make the run, Fate?
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
I'll follow you. So if everybody wants to head over to Karnors, we'll meet you there. Since Fate
This is
and
a
I
nice looking forest. I like this.
we're taking the scenic road. We actually took the winter road.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess this is like Dread. What was it called?
Oh, you're up the hill.
Shoot. In EverQuest 1, where like half the zone was all frozen and everything, and the other half was like down from a mountain,
Oh.
where Karnor's castle was. It was called Dread.
Oh, the
Dread
Dreadnoughts.
Never. No. Dread Never is the Kingdom of Sky stuff. I don't know.
I do not remember.
Hmm.
It has been
We had
too long.
Gornir, the dragon. I'm just Can't remember now.
You have to give Fate some breaks tonight. She's jet lagged.
Yeah. Everything can be blamed on
Dreadlands.
jet
The
lag.
Dreadlands.
Oh, the
Yeah,
Dreadlands?
That's what I
Okay.
thought. That's what I
Okay.
thought, but I wasn't sure.
Wow,
if what you
that's
meant.
I
way
didn't remember-
simpler than.
Yeah, I didn't remember it. Half of it being frozen over. Maybe was that the? Was that over
Yeah, where
by
the
the
wizards-
combine side?
Where the
Over by-
wizard spires were, yeah, and
Ah,
there was
yeah,
like a big
okay.
city under the well, not a city, but like a big area under the spires, and that area was frozen.
We're getting chased by yetis here.
Eh.
It's a good
They
thing
chase us.
I got my magic carpet.
As long as we don't get chased by Gornir.
I got my magic carpet. I can just float down here. This is pretty sweet.
I have no mount or anything.
Oh man.
If you look on
Awesome,
stream,
awesome.
I'm not even like my carpet's not showing, so it's just
Yeah.
me randomly floating through the air.
Yeah, I see.
Wee.
It's like you're falling actually,
It's the longest fall ever.
slowly.
It's very adventurous.
It's just funny 'cause if you guys had like gotten your Ahsoka cores, you would have been able to just fly down here.
Well, we can't
If
all
we
be
had
professionals.
Logged on at all.
We can't all
played
play the game.
Look,
Well, since I'm still 68, I apparently am not playing the game either. So
I'm 67.
oh wow! I thought
Yeah,
we were
it's
all.
Oh, no,
funny.
I am
Therek-
68. Never mind.
At the beginning of the
I'm
stream,
67.
Therek's like, we're all around like 70. I'm like, and I looked at our roster and I'm like, wait, none of you are 70.
I
That's
thought,
around
yeah.
70. If you're gonna round up, we'd be 70.
I
Oh
was
yeah, we're rounding now. Tell the
mistaken.
101 that.
All right, we've all made it here. We are all here safely together.
All right, let's head on in then.
Yep, in we go.
ready?
I'm so much faster now.
Are we just going in? Okay.
Yeah, we don't need to fight these guys. Unless I don't click enter and I get killed by them, then that would be a problem.
That's why I stood at the entrance for a bit, just to give you guys some time. But
That was awesome of you.
I definitely got distracted. So I was looking on the wiki for this today, and there's some quests
Very
right at the
familiar
entrance
looking.
here that they said we should grab.
oh, okay.
I don't know where they are. Let's see.
I don't see them.
They're outside, and we're too low level for them. You have to be
Oh.
70, I think, 72 maybe.
Oh,
Man,
okay.
just rubbing it in again. I'm not 70.
Well, we gotta fix this problem. We are definitely too low level.
That's all right. So we're just gonna run into the dungeon and get a lot of levels.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta
And,
use my experience potion. Hold on. I bought
Me
another
too.
one, Fate. Or
Should-
Croa.
Should I mentor to someone? I mean,
yes. You should mentor to what, Mana Rohan?
probably you.
I have. Oh, now I know. Wow, that icon.
I mean, I could mentor to you or Fate. Let's see. So that would make me lose 5 levels. That's probably fine.
Stuff's orange just a little ways in, so I don't know if we want the tank to mentor or not.
I think you're fine. 73 is fine.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Then don't bother. That's fine.
Vindini says I'm fine, so I'm gonna mentor.
As I said, as I said in one of our previous streams, when Vindini says it's okay, it's okay.
I meant you're fine at 73 is what I
Oh.
Mhm.
Do you want me to stay? Here, I'll stay.
I think he meant in the 90s way, like you're extremely good looking.
Oh,
That's what I think he meant.
right.
You're also fat.
Yeah, PHAT, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let the pulls commence.
All right. Do we have any objectives? This place is fairly big.
I don't know anything about this, so I would say just kill stuff.
Yeah, I'm
and
new here.
Let's,
Wait, I'm still mentored. Oh, there we go.
Oh,
I forget there was a cooldown still up. So,
ready.
all right. All right. Let's just start with the outside, and we'll.
work our way in. And these guys
Yeah.
are orange. That's good.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, that's quite a start, isn't it? Wait, target is immune to AoEs? What?
Maybe because I mezzed.
I don't think I've ever gotten that message before. That's very interesting. Need to get some music going here. Sure, you guys will be fine.
The tank is bored doing something else already. Why are my cooldowns taking so long?
There we go.
I got hit by a single rampage, and it took about 3/4 of my life.
Oh yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh, probably because I'm still in Fadeware gear, and I have no Kunart gear at all.
Oh well, this isn't gonna help.
Yeah, these guys are challenging. Like oh my gosh, I'm down. Okay, I can't get in close. That is not good. What's defensive stance? Thank you, Vin. that was a good moment.
Gosh, that was iconic.
Pretty funny. Yeah, Mugen, I like the in-game music too. I don't turn off the in-game music. I rock the in-game stuff. Unlike some people.
I liked it for the first 5 years. You know?
Hey,
That is-
they
like-
changed it though. They did change it. It was different.
Yeah, they
music.
made it worse. So.
Yes, they did. I need to
Yeah,
do
I
your
mean-
old trick about putting the old music in here.
Yeah, I need to do that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried, and it just reverted the 3 times I tried. So I'm like,
Really?
I'm
Oh.
doing it wrong. So,
Hmm.
or they put in something where it doesn't work anymore.
They may have, yeah. I haven't done that since 2009, so wouldn't surprise me.
They're like, no, you must listen to the crappy stuff we have
Yeah,
now.
you have to listen to our like cheap indie, only software instruments, not even like
Hey,
yeah.
there's nothing wrong with software instruments.
It's so much better now than it was
Back
15
then,
years ago,
yeah.
Crow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going on, if it's the lighting in here, but my character's hair is gray all of a sudden. Did I like age?
Oh yeah.
And Crow's too. Like Crow's hair is gray. Am I the only one seeing this?
It seems to be like the lighting effect from your cape.
That's really strange.
Yeah.
I've aged. This game has aged me. It's like, you know, when they become president and like 5 years
Yeah.
later they look 100 years old.
That's what it seems like. There are some goofy things going on because he didn't have the red outline until he stopped running for me. It's weird.
You guys got your whole mana regen thing happening, or what? You guys slacking? What's happening here?
There's definitely mana regen thing happening.
Yeah.
As best as we can do.
Are you trying to say we're not
Asbestos? Stay away
casting
from
abilities?
asbestos.
Are you saying that
I have
we're
never
crazy?
seen my mana bar go so low in my whole life.
Yeah.
Unacceptable.
I will I forgot which spell it is that I stream mana to you. Hold on. Which one is it?
Oh man. Okay, this guy's just what a silly guy. Oh, now we're gonna have an ad.
Okay.
Yeah, there's walkers.
Those walkers.
Texas Ranger?
He turned around.
Oh, I guess.
I totally forgot that one of my abilities makes a really gross squelching sound whenever I use it.
Which ability is that?
It's called lung puncture.
Ugh,
Oh.
Well, it should make a really
Yeah.
gross
Right.
sound.
doesn't sound great.
I wouldn't want my lungs punctured.
No.
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
just
be
ask Christopher
chilling
Lee
here.
about it.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a whole story about punctured lungs.
Really?
Well,
in
had,
what
shall.
context? it happened on the set of a
I wasn't
movie or
gonna
something?
say anything.
I was talking about in Lord of the Rings movies when
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he gets so the Saruman gets like stabbed in the back In the movie, it obviously doesn't happen in the books. It happens in the movie, and he was giving direction to Peter
Have you ever
Jackson
stabbed a man, Peter?
because he has in fact stabbed a man in the lungs before and
Yes.
knows what the sound is.
He's like, no, they don't make ah sound. However he says it.
Wow. That is some acting.
Yeah. And he does it when Wormtongue stabs him. He's like,
Really? I
yeah.
don't know if I knew that.
Yeah, if you go back and watch with that knowledge, you notice like the difference is that like he does this like hollow gasping sound and not like a scream.
That's pretty funny.
I think I've watched the like documentary about the movies more than I've seen the movies.
Is it shorter?
No.
Oh my god.
Twice and 3 times longer, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched a really interesting video the other day, actually, about how they removed Arwen from a lot of the scenes. Like at Helm's Deep, she was in the battle. Like they filmed her in the battle at Helm's Deep in the movies, but then removed her later on because they wanted to sort of meet the storytelling sort of needs of the way they wanted to sort of portray the relationship between her and Aragorn.
That's so weird. Why would they do that? Like basically make her almost a part of the fellowship by doing that.
Yeah, it's really weird, and it was interesting though. I had no idea, and like they show you the clips. I think it's on the extended, like the director's cuts or whatever. But you can still catch her in a couple places where they didn't get her completely. Like her horse. There's one scene where you see her horse very clearly, and
to be honest, in the book, she's been basically knitting for 2,000 years.
Yeah, they mentioned that it wasn't
her. Her seamstressness or ability is really good. That's why
really good by now.
I think the channel is Nerdstalgic. I think that's the name of it. If you want to check out that video I'm talking about.
Yeah, if you apropos of recent, but they had a leak of pictures of her in the Helm's Deep battle.
Oh, really?
In back then, and I think that probably really led to them being like, the people, the fans really hate this. So we think we're going to change it. And they're like, we're like, we can find a better way to do this. And so they ended up doing like the spiritual connection kind of idea to keep Arwen as a part of the action of the story, which I think it worked.
I think it worked pretty well. I mean, I agree. I liked it the way they did it in the movies. I had no problem with it, and I liked that. One of the things they talked in the video was like they didn't want to make her into like Xena warrior princess kind of thing. Yeah, I think they kind of walked that line pretty well. Like she has a couple like scenes like more action oriented scenes, but it's not over the top either. So.
I absolutely love that she took the place of Glorfindel, and I'm a Glorfindel fan.
Oh yeah, I agree. It worked really well. Like, and I don't think it was out.
You need to introduce the character in a big way, not like in the book where it's like.
Yeah.
Well, you remember her by the end.
She's just there in the book. She doesn't have a single like line or anything like that. She's just kind of there. They're like, and Arwen was there too.
She's always
there's more in the appendix. There's more in the appendices about her than in the actual story. So
she's a really interesting character, being like Elrond's daughter and everything like that. But in the actual book, she's barely there. I mean, the same can be said for a lot of different characters. Actually, Glorfindel, Galadriel, are all very interesting, very influential characters. That like in the actual
is most interesting in the Silmarillion.
Yeah. Very influential characters that basically have no they do almost nothing in the book.
I'm trying to miss the back one. Stupid pet.
Stupid photograph.
You know what I'm gonna say?
What?
I'm parrying.
Oh no, he's parrying. We're in trouble. Hey.
He will not mess.
And Drac is here. What's up, Drac?
But in Arwen's case, if you ever read the history of Middle-earth, which is really a history of the writing of Middle-earth, of all the books, you find out Arwen was really late as far as in being involved in the story at all. She was a really late addition. And I don't know what he was trying to solve with that, except for, this is what one of the reasons I am fighting, for Aragorn's, thing. So that's kind of what the character was supposed to serve. But knowing that it's a world, it's like, man, I wish there was deeper about her story and about,
right,
all of that. So.
There is a named up Vorador, probably in the actual castle proper, but there is a named up.
Vorador. That's the fish.
It's a fish.
The thing in the water. Yeah, it's kind of always up, but it does have drops. We can go for it.
Where is the fish? We must find the fish.
The fish is in the water.
Oh wow, that was great.
Yeah.
Drax says we should quit what we're doing and craft him some Halloween items.
I don't.
He could definitely craft some Halloween items.
I thought Halloween stuff dropped. I thought we were looking for drops.
Yeah, like that's an event thing, right? So.
I thought so.
I mean, I can totally make you furniture. You just have to tell me what you want.
So here's a true confession.
Oh,
Not once in EQ2 have I ever taken part of a holiday kind of thing.
Wow,
Those kind of
that's
events.
Disappointing.
Never done one quest. The only thing I've
Frostfell's
done
actually
is
a cool one. You should do that when that comes around.
so.
Old Frostfell was some of the best. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, you've
Oh
got
gosh, there more than one.
kind of stunned for 1,000 years.
Did we come out and join you,
Oh,
or
there's
Yes,
like
yes.
3
Oh
things
my
out
gosh,
there. Oh,
yes. They're fish. You can't take them out of the water. Or fish, but
You can't take the fish out of the water? Is that what you're saying?
like they'll
I
just
can't see
leash
that.
if you
That is okay. I couldn't even see.
I was not aware you were pulling.
I thought I was waiting for you to
Oh,
come back
okay.
up. Yeah.
yeah.
I was listening to the true confessions.
Yeah, I was
True
enthralled.
facts with Man of Rohan.
I was enthralled by Mana Rohan's lack of holiday spirit.
I just wasn't sure if you were going to pull them further back or what we were doing.
Oh yeah, no.
The fish is talking.
Well,
It's actually an evil eye.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it is. Oh, now they're
We
looking
got
at
another
it.
There's
No.
something new coming.
I grabbed it.
Okay.
Oh, Okay, who's just pulling these guys?
I'm assisting. I
I
don't know.
didn't think anyone's pulling.
All right.
I just find it hard to see these guys because the water line is so like right at mid level.
Yep. I
Yeah.
did swim under.
Yeah,
So
it's kind of
hopefully I
funny
don't
because
die.
I'm actually standing right now. I'm also almost out of mana,
Oh my gosh. Here we go.
which is a little problematic,
Slightly problematic.
I've never done one quest. Could you imagine playing through this game and never doing a quest? It would be
Ask Drac.
pretty.
Yeah. I don't think Drax ever done a quest.
He's done Mana Stone. We know that much. I think
Okay,
that's the only
yeah.
quest he's done.
Fair enough.
No, he's got his epic. He's
There you go.
he's done a lot of quests. I wouldn't say he's done any extracurricular quests, but
If you ask him about any of the quests, I guarantee he can't tell you what any of them were about.
I see.
he just pictures a list in his head of
Yeah.
I see a Sergeant Levick and a Rain Brittle up as well.
okay.
Sergeant Levick.
I think he's up top. I remember him, but Rain Brittle. Oh, Rain Brittle is a skeleton inside too. But yeah, naturally, since we're going around the outside edge, all of the names inside are up. Are we ready for Verador?
Vorador.
I've never been more ready.
I was born ready for
You can't
Vorador.
simply walk up to Vorador.
One does not simply swim. Oh, he has an evil eye. Never mind.
Drac is halfway through his epic.
Oh, I thought what?
I'm impressed.
I thought that whole crew got it. Oh, okay. I was wrong.
Well, maybe he means halfway through that he's got the group part done. Because there's like the whole raid half.
I'm actually disappointed this isn't a fish.
This guy is not going down much.
Yeah, so the named in this zone are like proper in the sense of they don't die just as fast as everything else.
All right, we're going full buffs here.
So yeah, definitely. Just with the scaling of everything, it's like, oh hey, we're suddenly at level content and stuff doesn't just get, immediately demolished.
As long as they give good XP and drop good loot, I'm game.
Yeah.
Thanks to whoever did water breathing. I can actually play.
You're welcome.
I mean, I click it off. I don't need it.
Wow.
Frogs don't need it.
Show off.
Hogs are gonna frog.
I can walk along the bottom of the water too.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey,
You know,
Angel
I do
Terry.
know that it's very hard to come up with monster names in an MMO or in any fantasy RPG. But I still feel like Vorador wasn't trying.
No, I like Vorador. I don't know. I think that's a good
as
one.
an evil eye though, because some of the evil eyes usually have like the weird, impossible to pronounce names.
Yeah, that's true. That
It
is
almost sounds
Like with
too
6
nice.
X's and a Z and 4 Y's.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Exactly.
Also, hey Angel, again, nice to have you join us
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
And yes, prismatics. At one point, I think Drac wanted to get our prismatics, but then it was like, well, they're super not good because we started like 2 expansions in, so
And they take even at our current level, they would take forever to get.
yeah.
Just because like it's just so many quest steps involved. You have to do like 4 requests before you can even get started on the prismatic quest.
Yep.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
not.
Prismatic 1, that one quest where you have to find all the like runes or whatever all over the world. Like, oh come on. That would take
Most
forever.
epics require that too, so brace yourself.
Yeah.
We're
It's
It's
really
still-
not that bad nowadays, honestly.
I still think the peacock line was the worst.
Very possibly.
Yeah, especially the I'm in Majdoul and I have to find the items on the rooftops part where they may spawn or they may not, and you're running around Majdoul back and forth to the several places it could be. And then they screw you over and do it again in the Silent City or we're in underneath. Like yeah.
Well, guys, I
Okay. All right.
This is
We
a
might have
proper
we're
fight.
done by the end of the stream,
We're-
maybe.
I'm surprised Drac hasn't given us any crap yet.
He's thinking it. I know he is. Sarah says we're in an underwater dungeon, but we are not. Fortunately, we are just at an underwater spot. See, look,
This is
We're in a moat. This is a moat.
we're fighting in a moat. Is right.
One might say we're in an SOE mode. Oh.
Look at you.
Where's Dave Georgian when you need him?
Wow. I don't know, guys.
Okay. What? I can't wait for all the experience we're gonna get from this one guy.
Seriously, this guy better level me up to 70.
Seriously?
I'm at like 40%. I expect a full 3/4 of a level from you, my friend.
Yeah.
Man, Vorador.
Maybe this wasn't like. Maybe we should have gone back to the Mistmore dungeon.
I think this guy's just a jerk.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, all the named have a lot more. They're a lot tankier.
I am still running on mid-tier, actually not even mid-tier, like low-tier EOF gear.
Yeah. Hey, Joe.
Hey, Joe. Where you going?
Where you going with that gun in your hand? Yeah.
I knew some Hendrix was coming on.
Mm-hmm. It's a great song.
Yeah, that's a really fun one. I had like a blues phase. I know it's not quite blues, but I had a bit of a blues phase when I was younger and like playing guitar, and that was one of my favorite ones to just like jam out to.
Yeah, it's a
'Cause
good
you just
jam
get
song.
squirrely with it.
Yeah, my buddy and I used to play it too. What do we got
Hey,
here?
Shane, level 80 though.
Level 80, level 80, dang.
Oh, come on.
Okay, well,
Oh, we're gonna run into that, aren't we? All the gear here is gonna be level 80.
Sometimes it's level 72.
and an ebony bangle with a proc on it, concussive blast. Oh man!
Oh my gosh, Sparoh. I love that's stuck with you so long.
Well, that was not a lot of XP.
No. Damn. Oh, it's on a
Okay.
damage spell. Why am I even looking at that? Whatever. All
Are we
right.
going
Let's
back around the outside.
Yeah, around the outside.
I got repops again. Or no.
Just try to
Oh.
or just walk right into it. Yeah.
Hey, listen, I can't see anything.
He's little.
Do you okay, when I was looking at who was I can't remember who I was watching, but somebody like literally has their like mob nameplates turned off. Don't do that.
It's not me.
It's not me.
Don't do that.
I don't think it's me.
It's a Sarah. That's what it is.
Oh,
I'm just
I don't have any idea. I'm just kidding.
he's just
I'm
randomly
like
blaming us.
she's here too, so
I'm just throwing people under the bus just for fun.
Oh, man, Rohan.
yeah.
Throwing folks
I
under
just
the
mean
bus.
like it's just funny because Dwimble can just like make a combat and chat and like it just sticks with people. He's just a memorable guy.
He's a memorable guy. He's earned his memorable status.
My gosh.
He's paid for it in his
I
life.
And
I
strawberry
finally finished
cakes.
that one
Yeah.
box. It took me like 60 times as long. No, that's not even it. Yeah, it took me like a week and a half to finish with one box, and it took I don't want to pull all of these at once, so I'm just gonna wait patiently
Are we going back the way we came? Is this back to the entrance?
Yeah, why are we going back to the entrance?
so that we can go into the castle.
Oh, then why did we come this way?
This is the shortest way.
Into the castle?
What the what?
Yeah,
that doesn't.
Then why are we going backwards?
because do you guys want to keep going around the
Well,
outside
I
edge?
think
I
they're
would like to go
I
in
think
the
they're
castle.
saying if we were going into the castle, why didn't we just go into the castle right off the hop?
Right.
Because I was going around the outside because
Just
it's
to
the
sing the
lowest level
song.
stuff.
We
Well,
were
'cause-
testing the dungeon. That's what we
Also,
were doing.
no one said, "Hey, let's go inside."
That's true.
And Des said, "Hey, what should we do?" And no one said anything.
That's
so.
true.
We always start on the
Thank
outside,
you,
the
man of
racetrack.
Rohan.
I'm just confused as to why we started, got less than a quarter of the way around, and then we're already turning back around.
Well, we ended up
Because we
killing
bored.
unnamed, and then we found out there was a bunch of other named inside, and
Okay.
We're just demoralized by the stupid eyeball that took a year to kill.
yeah.
The 201 is
I'm
imploding live on
happy-
stream.
I
Happy
can't
to
keep under
continue
these
going
conditions.
around.
Can we just get a direction? Kidding.
Demoralized we are.
I'm fully moralized, I'll have you know.
I'm partially moralized.
Oh my gosh, Angel. Did you say you're partially moralized? I just
Partially moralized.
I'm slightly moralized right now.
Oh, it sure rains here.
Yeah, man. That's what the rain constantly.
It always rains in Karnor's
Actually,
castle.
can't we swim into the castle from here?
I don't think there's a actual way up from the water.
There
Like,
should be a
straight
way
in.
into the jail. If it follows the EQ1 pattern, then on the other side.
No. The jail is you have to go up to the top of one and then back down again.
Do you want to come down the stairs a little bit?
I'm pretty sure you can
Yeah.
go in through the water.
Oh, okay. Do you
Yeah,
want to
there's-
lead?
There should be a
No,
a
I
secret
just follow
entrance.
this big silver dude around. That's what I do.
I'm pretty sure there's a way, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I don't want to die. You don't want me leading.
He wants his Timbit
But
and,
could,
and
could,
Eagle.
could you show me
Edith
where
too.
it is? If you...
Timbits to show up at my front door.
Oh my gosh.
If it's in the same place as it was in Q1, it should be on like the opposite side of the water, kind of in the back.
Okay, well, somebody lead us to this this
there's
mystery
Drac.
entrance.
There you go.
Drac is accusing us of once the fighting starts, then we start turning on each other.
I could go swim over there real quick and check it out.
Yeah, go frog it up.
Yeah.
Assuming that nothing sees invisibility.
Well,
which-
that is an assumation.
an assumation.
An assumation.
That's not a word.
Ass in motion? Is that what you said? That's weird.
I think it is.
It's-
Assumation?
Do you mean an assumption?
I like assumation.
I mean,
Assumation.
if assumation's a word, I'll use it. I'll use it tomorrow, and I will.
So I made up a word this last week.
Oh, yeah?
I said excremate.
No, it's not.
Excremate.
Yeah, someone needs to excremate right now, and
What were you trying to?
that just means
express?
poop.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, yeah.
I would have known what you meant if you said it.
I wouldn't have. I thought it sounds
I
like
would not have,
it sounds
no.
like extraction, which is not a word we're going to say tonight.
No.
Sorry, I knew I shouldn't have said that.
It just
I know.
Me, Therek, why would we not say that word?
It just sounds
Oh,
like
I'm
excremate to
dead.
me. Oh,
Yeah.
Rape
Are
Pop's
you-
got me.
It is known the world around as a bad word.
Are those mezzed or?
No, they repopped.
Oh, I was like, they weren't aggro for a while though. Maybe they
No.
they got their fill and they just.
All right, the lurking sentinels see.
I'm getting the guy on your left.
see, I knew I should.
Invisibility.
I knew I shouldn't have said it, but look at stream chat. They love it. They love controversy. They love
Yeah,
living. They
they-
love living on the edge.
They feed on it.
They feed.
on the drama.
You got to be edgy to be a streamer.
Oh my gosh.
Let me quiz you.
Are you
this,
sure
though,
you
Det.
need to be edgy? I kind of figured you could just be dull.
Well,
You
if
know-
you need to be edgy, I'm out. Like I, I have limited edginess.
I wonder if there are any games coming out where I can build
Rats.
things
Rats.
that are to help the development of another game.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Let's
Uh,
let's just not.
let's. Yeah, it's. I wish I could. I got so much
Yeah.
stuff, but
Yeah.
So many things.
so many things, but we're not.
Therek is not the edgelord we thought of.
Yeah, didn't you guys know?
Yeah.
Congrats on the level, by the way. Rohan.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Nice level.
Are you
I'm
60,
trying so hard
69?
to level.
Do you know in the castle where there's that throne that is actually a door? Do you know what I'm talking about, Desryn?
It's like all the way at the bottom.
Yeah. There's also
Yeah?
like a little lakey part there. I'm sure you can swim out from there into this moat.
Oh, okay.
But I'm
Well,
not sure of the way in from this way because I know that we poked our heads out and went back in one time.
Well, what
Prairie
does
dog in
two
it?
maps say?
All right, so
Prairie dog, a little prairie dog.
if we're going
Let's
back to
just
the,
go in the normal way.
if we're going back
There's
to the
not
front, let's
there's
move.
nothing on EQ2 maps that I
Yeah.
can see, so
Me
I'm
either.
I'm just gonna.
I'm just stating.
Executive
it's all good. We
decision
can check it out when
and-
we get down there.
The front door it is.
I will pose the question: is why are there sentinels in the water if there's no way in through the water?
How?
Oh,
How deep?
Indubitably, indeed.
They could be confused.
Indubitably. I mean, there's even a boss. There's a name in there. I mean, obviously something.
I found it.
You
I
found it?
It's at the back. So
Back.
Yeah,
basically,
on-
catty corner
at
from
the
where we're
back.
at.
Yeah, exactly where I was saying. Yep,
Yeah.
it's
So we're
exactly
all right.
where it
What
is.
a bunch of
on
smart
EQ1.
people we are.
The mess hall or what?
It is. Yes, it's under the mess hall. You can swim up under that.
Under the mess hall. All right.
But we're almost to the front anyway, so
I've got no
Yeah.
problem with the front door.
This is the most indecisive group. Front door.
Hate
Front
the
door.
Let's just keep running back and forth on this one side. I like
I
it.
only brought it up
No, man.
because we were already like over there, kind of. But since we're already over here, we might as well go in
All
through
right.
here. Also, Crow, be careful of that alcove there.
Yeah, you're right. That would have been really foolish.
Yeah, there's mobs in there.
I'll go hide in
When you
here.
if you mez one of these guys, it's gonna aggro both. So
Well, they
Just
aggro
FYI.
anyway.
Drac. I know, man. It's
Trying to mez both.
too many cooks in the kitchen.
yeah.
There we go.
I'm not even in the kitchen yet.
Yeah, we would be lucky to
You
be
okay,
in the kitchen
Vin?
by now.
Yep.
Alright.
Like mentally or emotionally or in the
Well,
game.
just your health bar was
I was just living on the wild side. I was tanking for a little bit.
Ah,
All right, we got some over here.
he mez, don't hit him.
Awesome. Yeah, I stopped trying to res when I realized man Rohan was better at it. And bards just don't do that in this game.
He's better at it, but his pet is also better at breaking mez. So
Yeah,
it's kind of
my
a
pet is
trade-off.
just-
yeah.
He's a
yeah.
jerkwad. And he looks just like me, so it's a little confusing. Is he an owlbear right now? No, he still looks
No,
like me.
he's-
Great.
No.
No,
little-
you died. He was earlier, but you died. I'll fix that for you.
There you go. Now we're back to Owlbear. Owlbear.
The shame of his face is no longer mine.
The shame of his face.
That's so.
I'm glad he can't hear me right now, because I need him to keep fighting.
Oh, Photograph hears all.
Have you seen the owlbear ears?
No.
I can hear a lot. Is that what you're saying?
I just they look.
Drac just said bards are useless.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah. I suppose that's why they're like the most needed class in every like raid recruiting. In EQ2 at least.
Drac three less? I don't think that's possible. We only have 2 support classes.
We're very supportive. Yep. The deeps are sparse. That is true.
I should have brought the Fury. Brought the deep.
Yep, there it is.
Kaldare knows. Bards are always useful. See?
Bards are great.
Kaldare is here to set the record straight.
I'm hitting the monster with my death fiddle. I mean,
Death fiddle. Alright. Front door time.
We're back.
We're back to where we started 45 minutes ago.
But a lot wiser. I'll
Yeah.
tell you that.
Well, I mean, I've got like quarter of my experience bar filled up now.
Well, at least there's that then.
Hmm
I think it's really important to come to the front door with knowledge that you've gained on the journey.
All right.
Sparoh says it's your violent violin. I like that.
Okay.
It is.
There we go.
So I have been, you guys were talking about Jimi Hendrix. I've been listening to a lot of my 90s jams, which are like Collective Soul and Cranberries and all the more moody music, I think, is what I was into in the 90s.
It's good stuff. I like the 90s playlists on Spotify.
I was
When you
into a
said-
lot of metal.
Yeah. When you
Some,
said
yeah.
jams, I was like, oh, Pearl
Did you
Pearl
mean-
Jams?
Oh well, yeah, they're in there for sure, but
I thought he was talking about his mint jelly again.
hey, tomorrow I think I'm making it into jelly. I've got the infusion ready.
Oh my gosh,
Ah.
you're making it.
The
Yeah.
infusion.
I
is ready.
I didn't end up making any. No, wait. No, I
Do you
didn't
have
end
an
up making any
IV
mint
of
jelly
mint
this
jelly
year.
you're getting? And you're gonna infuse it, right? Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I
I
did
just
make
gotta-
mint ice cream though,
Oh,
Oh,
that's
man.
amazing. That
Yeah.
is the way
from
to go.
from homegrown mint.
Super easy too.
Yes,
Oh,
it was
gosh.
pretty easy. From homegrown mint. I'm actually trying to keep my mint plants alive to maybe make some more, because I did want to make mint jelly, but I didn't really have.
I honestly
No,
didn't
wait,
know
no,
it
I
was
did- I
possible
totally-
to kill mint plants, but
No, I made lemon
Well.
jelly with a little bit of mint in it.
So, do you make the white kind or the green kind when you make it? What's your
Kind of a
preference?
personal
I-
question.
I just take the mint leaves and I infuse them, and it usually comes out green.
Okay. Because there's the white mint chocolate chip out there, and I just think that that's an abomination. So I'm
It's
glad-
probably
Mint is
just
an abomination, but I'm
My daughter would agree with you. She hates mint and cinnamon and
oh my gosh.
okay. I don't
and-
hate cinnamon. I love
and
cinnamon.
bacon,
You know-
and she's a weirdo.
I take back everything I said about your kids. They're weird, man. They're weird.
Well, the apple doesn't fall far from the weird tree.
The weird tree. I like that.
Oh man,
Yeah.
Should be
I'm
proud.
getting a
Going to have to name
reputation
a
now. I
tree the
think.
weird tree.
Yeah, you are.
Did you fall out of the weird tree and hit every branch on the way down? Is that what you're saying?
I thought that was the ugly tree joke.
Oh,
It is.
wow.
It's just repurposed for
Yeah.
the weird.
Yeah, we crafted it to suit you better.
Yeah. hmm
And Des, as far as filling mint plants, if you go far long enough without watering them, they tend to die.
hmm
I maybe it's a California thing, but like if you end up getting mint in the ground, like it's a weed, it's it just takes over, chokes everything else out. It's,
Mine are potted. I do want to eventually plant them in the ground in a very carefully controlled location, separate location. But yeah, mine are potted, and actually, I don't think they like being in pot. I think that's part of the problem. They never really.
Yeah, they
flourish.
don't like being contained. So
You can't keep good mint down.
yeah.
Yep, they want to be extracted and put in the ground.
Jeez.
This could be like Pee Wee's
Close.
Playhouse,
Yeah.
where
Don't
you say
say
the
the
word and everyone goes,
word.
"Ah!"
Yeah, what's the magic word today? That's
The
totally
word
what
of
it
the
is. The word of the day. God, I almost did the Pee Wee Herman voice on stream. Don't let me do
Old
that.
people conversations, true, dude.
Oh,
Come
man.
on.
Hey man,
Hey,
Like culling like.
we have to set ourselves
Right.
apart from the 101. All right, they have young people conversations. We have
yeah,
it's a
we have
more
the brandy and cigars conversation.
yeah, it's a cultured crew.
Mint jelly and CBD conversation.
Right. About our aching joints and turmeric for inflammation. Oh my gosh.
I love that the audience doesn't have context for that, but I honestly don't think you need it. Like that's just
It's true. It was a perfect comment for the moment. Context.
That's funny.
that's the kind of exciting pre-stream conversations that we have.
Oh yeah, all the different types of pain relief that we're experimenting with. Like, how inflamed are you today? I'm very inflamed today.
Oh, I think everybody's pretty inflamed lately.
How well done, Des. That's well played.
Uh,
It was a very inflammatory day.
Is this container flammable or inflammable?
Yeah.
That's a Simpsons joke. If anyone remembers
What? It was
that.
a Simpsons joke. I usually get the Simpsons references. I didn't get that one.
Pretty obscure.
track check in this room. Just,
Sergeant Levick.
Okay, I think that's the one up top. So let's go up
I
the
like-
stairs.
I like how
Yes,
the chandelier is like
this way.
very slowly swinging back and forth.
Oh, is it?
Look at it. It's very
Oh yeah,
kind of swingy.
that's a
Sorry.
nice little touch.
Cat, what did you do?
All right, just
Oh,
stay here.
okay.
Where did you guys
and
go?
I'll-
I lost you. Oh, there you
Gotcha.
are.
Ooh,
I will
one-
never move from this spot.
Never ever.
So my son had his wisdom teeth and taken out all four yesterday,
Oh, wow.
and he was tongue tied. Not anymore, because he had that all like clipped and scooped out basically.
Ooh,
So he's been in some pain.
no doubt.
But poor guy, he loves to eat things because he's 16, and he's just having such a hard time because all they can have are like cold, like things, and he hates things like that are soft like mashed potatoes. He wants crunchy things all the time.
Does he like ice
Like-
cream?
Yes, right, but he's you can. There's only so much of that you can have without getting sick, I guess.
Well,
But yeah, so.
I mean, I have teenagers, and I've seen them eat a lot of ice cream. So I didn't know there was a
That's
limit on
true.
their ice cream intake.
Yeah, he does. He has two like a pint and a half gallon ready for him to just eat. So, and he has, but he's like, I need something salty and crunchy.
Poor guy. Getting all 4 out, man. That's when you get whatever you want. I feel like that's what I would just give him whatever he's asking for.
An entire chocolate pie with no crust.
Yes.
Oh man.
I will say,
Isn't that
so
just chocolate pudding?
That's what I was going to say.
It's got
Yeah.
it's still got the
got
top
a
and
chocolate mousse pie.
yeah, it's got the
Oh,
top
okay.
and bottom on it.
they do like their moose pies up in Canada.
Yeah, I like mousse
That's what
pie.
we're all
I'm
about.
fond of mousse.
I did have my jaw wired shut for like an entire summer. It was my last summer in high school, and I experimented a lot with what you can blend and what you cannot blend.
You experimented in high school, eh?
How many,
Hamburgers and
how many blenders did you destroy trying to find
Well,
out?
no, we didn't destroy any blenders, but like I started having to try to get real creative. But I did pretty much fall back to milkshakes like all the time because
Did you try the bass?
the what?
The bass.
The bats?
I don't know.
Bass.
Bass, like a fish?
Like a
like
fish.
the fish.
So nobody remembers this Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, the
Oh,
the
no.
Bassomatic.
Oh, the Bassomatic.
What?
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't
it's a Saturday Night
remember
Live
that.
skit from like the
It's a-
70s or the 80s.
Yeah, it's a.
I mean, I watched a lot of
Was
Saturday-
that a?
Oh, I'm gonna have two here coming in.
That was Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah, I was just gonna
I'm
say
like, was that? I was gonna say Dan Aykroyd or John, whatever his last name is.
Dan Aykroyd for sure.
It was Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah. Oh gosh,
Oh, what? I don't know where he came from.
I messed that one, the wrong one apparently.
I'm assisting.
missed
No,
one of the
no,
right
I
ones.
messed the right one. You changed before, so that's good.
I have not changed my target this whole time.
No, it looked like you had because you're running around, so you're all good.
Okay.
Sorry, just
We're solid
thinking out
now.
loud. Thinking out loud. It's all good.
Oh man, Angel Terry had their she said had their wisdom teeth pulled out at Thanksgiving a few years ago. Had the Thanksgiving dinner blended up because I couldn't open my mouth wider than the height of a grape.
No.
Mm,
you imagine?
Turkey milkshake.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, stuffing and cranberries and
Yeah, especially when there's pumpkin pie on the line.
well, pumpkin pie is pretty blended already. I mean,
I know.
Yeah,
But... All right, fine. You got it.
you can probably eat pumpkin pie as is.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I have like 6 cups of pureed pumpkin that I got to figure
Oh
out what to
yeah.
do with.
Yeah.
Actually, I didn't get around to roasting the final pumpkin. So I just stuck it whole into the freezer, and now I have a frozen pumpkin. I got to figure out what to do with.
Oh my gosh, you have a frozen pumpkin in your freezer.
Yeah. 3 months, man. Some
The
of I would.
Final Pumpkin is the name of my next movie script.
You know, we don't get enough. So we get a lot of like scary movies around Halloween, right? I don't think we get enough. Like, there are no like cheery Halloween movies.
That's true.
Like, you know, Christmas is all like warm and fuzzy, and you know all that.
You know what?
Like we don't. Yeah.
You need to find, you know, like those Hallmark movies. That's what you're looking for. You know, they're like super cheesy. There's usually like a religious angle to them or something like that.
Yeah, Mom used to watch that
Tho-
channel
those-
all the time.
yeah,
so
those
I've
are the-
seen
No, I'm talking about like why haven't we had like a Hocus Pocus kind of like just a fun Halloween thing in
Well,
I-
Buffy the Vampire Slayer episodes.
well, this is all like old.
Hey.
As we play a game from 2004. Come on,
I'm
Des.
not saying that in
We're living in
negative
the past,
connotation.
all
Come
right.
on, come on up, by the way.
Yep.
If you can't tell by the conversation so far, we do live in the past.
Oh
It's
my
the
god.
final pumpkin.
I mean, we are playing
Thank you for finally saying
almost
that.
20.
What about Charlie Brown? Isn't there a Charlie Brown pumpkin
need that.
Halloween
Yeah,
thing?
there is. Yep,
It's the great
it's great.
pumpkin child.
Yeah, the Great Pumpkin. Yeah. Yeah.
Again?
So Zucan.
How
Varen-
old is that?
There's Hocus Pocus 2. Have you seen Hocus Pocus 2, Desryn? Have you really embraced the Hocus Pocus
Was it actually good?
lore?
It was
The
okay.
first one wasn't good.
What?
Yeah, no, not a fan.
Uh-oh, we have serious divisions amongst the 201 tonight.
What?
What?
Your reaction was very funny. It was
you
worth
said
it.
that like the new one. Oh, grats.
That's
Hey,
true.
I am
I'm
finally
actual level
70.
70.
Hey, congrats.
Yeah.
But you said that as if it was like, oh, the new one is the good one.
Oh, no. I mean, both of them are. I haven't seen the new one. I assume it's terrible because it's the second one.
Are we assuming Hocus Pocus 2 is new in any sense?
What is it? Didn't they
it's
make
in the
one
last
like?
year or so?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it
okay.
came out
Yeah.
like, or this last year, yeah, or
Oh.
maybe 2 years ago.
I stand corrected.
Oh, just because people are actually chatting. Hey, Zukin, and oh wait, Fate.
Another
You changed
Fate.
your icon. I thought.
It's
Uh-oh.
Fateception. This is another Fate.
Oh, whoops.
Is this the
Ignore
third
that
Fate?
Ignore that.
That is you, right? Or is it not you?
What?
I mean, it's totally not you at all. I have no idea who that might be. Whoops.
Yeah.
I'm gonna redo a buff in a moment.
Oh man.
Okay. We've got a walker right here. Can we go in the hallway a little bit better?
No.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Too late.
I didn't want to pull the other one that is
No, you're
right
good.
there.
You can mess him though, yeah.
I'm really trying.
Okay.
There we go. He liked resisting.
Oh. Okay.
Stop resisting.
Yeah.
Stop resisting. And the reason I said no wasn't just to be cheeky. It's because the one that we were fighting was rooted.
Oh no, that's fine.
So.
Who keeps putting this? Who keeps putting this tree in my eye? In my way? This tree is really getting in my way.
You should have seen the old model. The old model was so much better.
That tree is clutch healing, is what that tree is.
That's right.
I guess we'll allow it.
We'll allow it.
Oh man, I just want pumpkin pie now. Just thinking about it.
Dude.
We had a Thanksgiving dinner a couple weeks ago at my in-laws, and my father-in-law told this story about going to Costco, and apparently Costco was selling like these massive pumpkin pies for super cheap, like $6. And so the whole table was like cleared out, and he really wanted one, and there was none left. And he went up to some guy who had like 3 in his cart, and he's like, "Sir, I will give you $10 for that pumpkin pie." And he's like, because it would have made him $4, and the guy's like, no, just take it. So it was like a goodwill of humanity pumpkin pie story.
That's nice.
Yeah, and it was awesome. Like honestly, I like pumpkin pie, and I've had lots, but like Costco pumpkin pie, oh my gosh, they're doing something right.
Costco's pretty good at the baked goods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, they make a righteous cheese Danish.
A righteous cheese Danish. Oh,
Yeah,
I got to
it's
get in
pretty
on
Well,
that.
there you go, Joe.
I
now
am
you
Canadian. Yes, Joe, I am Canadian.
Yeah.
Yep. You'll hear it from me. You'll hear it from Vindini, who's also Canadian.
One over here.
Shocking news.
All we talk about are Timbits and turkey.
And the real Thanksgiving.
The real
We talked about
Thanksgiving.
that.
Yeah.
Oh,
My New England accent is still nascent.
Nascent.
I'm working on it.
Using
Yep.
big words tonight.
Yeah, 2 whole set of syllables, man.
Nascent. That's not a word you use a lot, though. It's not a commonly.
I expect it from Crow.
Well, she's a writer, though. It's not fair. She has
Exactly.
an advantage.
I like hearing new words a lot. Well, not new, but uncommon words is really fun.
One of my parts of my job is teaching and facilitating some training where I teach people how to write certain reports. And there was a training that I did where I used the word opined a lot, and I said, hey, that's a good word to use in your reports. It sort of sounds like you know what you're talking about, and it's a good word. And then I started to see it like all over the place. Like people were using it too much, and because I was reviewing these reports later on, and I'm like, okay, maybe I shouldn't have been so
Maybe you shouldn't have opined on the benefits of opine.
Exactly.
Well, I don't want to reveal your secret, Therek.
What secret is that?
How Joe didn't notice your Canadian accent, and I want to.
Oh, I know what you're gonna say. Yeah, you can say it's
So,
fine.
so where were you born, Therek?
So I was born in Chicago. I did live in Chicago until I was 12, and then I moved to Canada because my mom is Canadian, my dad's American. So I am a dual citizen, believe it or not. But I've lived in Canada for a lot more of my life than I lived in the States. So
Right.
there you go.
So this guy, he will punt me across the zone if this goes badly. I'm gonna try to put my butt against this wall right here.
Okay.
But
Can we go up in there? Like, isn't that like if you turned him around and just went against the wall to your left?
yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So
Okay.
as long as, but if he tries to punt me like right off the bat, like sometimes you just get unlucky. Just know that's. Just give me a second, basically, and then once he's situated, you guys can just wail on. All right,
Well,
ready?
Yeah. Actually, maybe try, and if he does, I'll just mez him, and then gives you time to come back up.
Okay.
As long as he takes them as.
True.
He tried. I resisted.
Nice.
Sergeant Levick. Yeah, okay. Getting in there.
I've got
Get
a
all up in
feeling
there.
I'm gonna get knocked if I.
You won't get knocked. Just don't stand in front of him. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it's targeted, so it's like. But yeah, you
Okay.
don't want to stand in front of him anyway.
Good
so.
for you for remembering the mechanic on this guy. That's impressive.
You know, several of the names up here do the same thing,
Oh, okay.
but I like I said, I've been in here a decent amount. Not as much as the 201 group probably, or the 101 group, but.
So, Therek, you'll know better than me because I don't pay that much of attention, especially when they're so terrible. But did the Bears beat the Broncos on Sunday
Oh my
or Thursday? I mean?
God. Yeah, so that
Or
was
did the Broncos win?
well. First of all, that was 3 weeks ago, and they
Was
lost.
it 3 weeks ago?
They
Yeah, that was
lost
a while back.
to the team that
Okay.
scored 70 points. Had 70 points scored on them the week before. We lost to them.
Hey, you got to bring that up? Come on. That's the worst
It was
thing in the.
awful.
Oh,
So and then we beat Washington the following week, and then last week we lost to. Oh God, who did we lose to last week? My mind is blanking. Yeah. Anyway, we still lost because we suck, and it's brutal. But yeah, no, it explains a lot. So Trudeau just says they were always wondering why this Canadian guy was a Bears fan. Like, so my
I'm
big
gonna have to learn how to pronounce Celtic with a soft C.
Celtic. My
Oh,
big
for the
what
team?
happened here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the team.
my story about being a Bears fan is that when I lived, because I said I was 12 in 1985 when the Bears were in the Super Bowl, I was 9 years old. So we had like this huge family gathering, and it's one of those like childhood memories that's burned in, and it was like awesome. It was just so fun, and that was when my Bears fandom was planted, germinated, and sprouted. And it's been growing ever since. It's another one of those tough name guys.
Just to be slightly more nerdy, it is pretty much Worlds, League of Legends Worlds time. And even though I don't really play anymore, I don't know why. I just enjoy watching it. And they're already having some really spicy games. It's funny because the teams rotate so much. I'm sure this is the same for all the sports ball stuff, right? Like, getting players and them getting sold off. Well, sold off sounds pretty bad, but
yeah. Free agency
it's,
kind of thing.
it's kind of interesting. Like,
So
I will admit,
what's the top team in league esports world right now?
in the world, I don't know. It's still pretty early, but usually it's SKT-T1, which is South Korean. It's always the South Korean
Yeah.
teams.
They're good,
That
right?
sounds made up.
But yeah, it's SK Telecom is what it stands for because it's backed by a big, I think an
Nice.
internet company. But they've been kind of like overall best for like ever. For the U.S., a lot of people would say TSM is our team because they're usually the best in U.S. But I have some friends that are big Cloud9 fans. Like they went and went to San Francisco and like watched them for Worlds. I want to say 3 years ago.
Yeah, Cloud9 is a name that I recognize
So
from.
you can go watch them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, they do stuff in the stadium. Like it's all. Yeah, it's all live.
yeah, Drac. They're talking League of Legends. Yeah, I mean, Cloud9 is a team that I recognize just from my Hearthstone days of knowing competitive. They field some competitive teams. I remember they were big in the Hearthstone world.
Yeah, it's a little interesting thing about esports is that a lot of the teams have like they're cross multiple games, and players often will, or fairly often will even switch games, which is kind of a
Speaking
unique part of it.
Speaking of which, it's kind of sad that the Owl is dead now. The Overwatch League. I've kind of had taken a strong dislike to the game, but like, it was still like a really good competitive game, and a lot of the changes that had been made to it over the years were for the competitive scene, and now they're just like, nah, it's not really worth it anymore.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Which is exactly what they did to Heroes of the Storm as well. Heroes of the Storm actually had a really strong competitive league going and like had lots of fans, and then Blizzard was like, it's not making as much money as we'd like, so we're just gonna kill it.
Yeah, I remember when Heroes of the Storm died, when they killed that off.
Yeah, and they did it in the worst way possible, because just weeks before they had been telling people that they were still gonna, like, there was gonna be another season and everything like that, and then like pretty much right before the season was about to start, they were just like, no, never mind, we're not gonna do it.
I remember that. I
didn't know that
because I was listening to a lot of Hearthstone podcasts at the time, and there was a lot of crossover between the Heroes of the Storm and the Hearthstone stuff, and yeah, they were really upset about that.
Yeah, it's pretty upsetting. Heroes is a really good game, even though it has no support.
I played it a little bit. It wasn't my thing, but it was kind of cool at its moment.
I tried it for a while, and I appreciated them trying to like smooth out some aspects of a MOBA, but it's still just never landed for me.
Churro
but
dude.
That's I just saw a Churro dude's comment.
Yeah, dude, that is awesome. That is amazing. I again, like, he was like the embodiment of what the Bears were about at the time. I love Walter Payton. His son and daughter are actually still pretty prominent in like the Chicago sports media world. They both do a lot of stuff, and it's kind of cool. But yeah, he was an icon, man. He was great.
Yeah, it's like if I recognize the name, that's probably pretty important.
Yeah, I saw Brett Favre's last game, which was cool. I saw him get taken out of the game because he was getting.
Dude, Drac, you say that all the time, but.
Oh, are we gonna start playing?
It never happens.
Never happens. Not for me, anyway.
Okay,
I haven't played
once.
League of Legends in like, gosh, 8 or 9 years.
Oh, if it's been that long, it's so much has changed.
It sounds like
you're talking about how long this fight is taking.
I was just gonna say the same thing, man. Right?
Yeah,
I was totally gonna make the same joke. This is a long ass fight.
We're just hanging out, But if anything ever wanted to encourage you to lean into deeps,
I'm trying, man. I've been leaning in for this whole time. I mean,
it's just funny because it's never been an issue really up until we're doing like current content, right?
Honestly, I should probably upgrade my spells. My abilities are probably not where they need to be.
So it finally matters,
Yeah, it finally matters.
Oh, there you go.
Hopefully we get a level 70 item here. Come on. Something someone can use.
Levik's Honed Cutter. Level 80.
Pretty good, but level 80.
I mean, that is... Let me see what I'm waiting on here.
Let's see how it looks. Looks the same as some of the other stuff. Nothing too crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. That seems like a Croak Reaver thing, so I'm just gonna greed because I think mine is a little bit better that I'm waiting to equip.
Nice.
Yeah. All right.
It's actually looking at my gear, and a lot of it's like, some of it's even from Kingdom of Sky still, so yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as I ding
I'm
to
way
70
behind.
here, I've got a dagger from our last stream that I can use. Be double procking.
Oh. Yeah, True Dude. What was that Can you remember what that was called? Because one of the League streamers that or streamers, YouTube people that I watched, he was playing that for a bit, I think.
Is that the dinosaurs one? There's the one that's like is it by Capcom? That where you like kill dinosaurs?
No, I don't.
Sure.
Evercore? Yeah, Evercore Heroes or something like that, right?
Okay.
Yeah, it's literally just like PvE League.
That doesn't sound. I mean, maybe it is fun, but that doesn't sound very fun.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it, and I'm like, eh.
Well, that's like
a lot. Like 90% of what gives League all of its spice is the PvP.
It's so funny. It reminds me of back in the day with Everquest. People thought, "Oh, can we just get a single player version of Everquest?" And then there was like something you could do, and they're like, "This sucks. This is no fun." I'm like,
Yeah.
Where's all the other people? What made this fun? Or
It's well, what are you gonna even play? You're gonna have to play like a necromancer or something, right? Or maybe a druid.
Yeah.
Like there's really only a couple of classes that can decently solo.
What's that? Was it Redbeard? Was he the one playing the single player?
Legends of
EverQuest?
Old.
Mr. Coddleshire was playing it.
No. So Legends of Old was one of them, but there's another one.
Yeah.
Aaron Shore.
What?
Aaron Shore.
Aaron Shore, yeah. It was Mr. C. Yeah, sorry. But I wonder how long that single player experience will last. Like.
I was playing Legends of Old, and man, it really is just single player EQ. I was like, this is really good because it's got that like spirit, but like playing an MMO by yourself is just.
You think you want it until you play it, and then you're like, I don't want this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
What makes me what kind of cracks me up about that is, I mean, obviously sometimes you do play MMO solo, right? But anyone that literally wants a solo MMO, now you have something to like point them to.
Here's the thing, right? Like, and I've always sort of felt this way about the MMO and the single player sort of conundrum, is that people do want to do single player stuff, but they want people around them. They just like feeling like there's other people beside them. Like it's this weird human thing we have where we like company,
so
even if we're not.
Run up and snatch that note away from you and just laugh at you.
We just like,
I mean, if you want a single player MMO, you should play, one of the modern ones, WoW or Final Fantasy 14 or something like that, right? Because like most of that game is single player.
Yeah, but they still want to see other people running around because it makes you feel like you're not alone.
Or just to compare, That's something that, as we've been, MMO bouncing a lot, I've really noticed there's an archetype of players that they want to do everything themselves, except no help from other people, but then they want to kind of be the provider for everybody else as well.
Yeah.
Which I think is a really, like, I don't know. It interests me psychologically a little bit. The kind of like provider mentality, and because I don't want to boil it down to just like, oh, they want to feel like superior or whatever. But like, I do wonder how that breaks down a little bit.
Yeah, it's the psychology of MMOs has always sort of really fascinated me, and like I'm a sort of a social worker, sociology degree person to begin with, so I kind of. This interests me, this stuff, but like, yeah.
Oh, is this a good one? Yeah, this is like a buff, I think. My bar is full, so I literally can't read it because my icons are just so full, but I'm sure it's good.
I like what Zukan said. They said, can't be antisocial if no one's around for you to ignore. When you said there's a league single player game, I'm like, do the bots, shit talk you? Is that did they program that in or?
Oh yeah, right. That is an unfortunate part of the experience.
My son comes downstairs today and he goes to get on the computer and I said, oh, what are you doing? because I was using the mouse from that computer, and I'm like, oh, I'll have to put the mouse back on. He's like, you know what? Don't bother. I don't really want to play League. I hate that game. And he just walks back upstairs.
Wow.
He just gave up because he knew he's like, I don't really want to do this, but I'm doing it, and now I'm not going to do it.
It's a breakthrough.
I commended him. I'm like, what a great
Yeah.
moment for you there.
Yeah, but we wanna hear you scream in the background.
Yeah, he's been on stream a few times.
Hey, Orsic.
Orsic.
Welcome in.
Oh wow,
Hey.
I've not seen you in forever. Welcome back.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
It's so weird how, like, I don't know, in the last what, 201 streams, I feel like we've had like twice as many people hanging out. It's been great.
Yeah, the numbers
I don't
have
know
been good.
What triggered it, but
Tune in to hear Man of Rohan's confessions. I'm waiting to hear more,
Yep.
actually.
I would,
Okay,
I would
here's
like
a
another
confession.
confession. Yes, please go ahead.
the last 3 games that I've been really excited about have not been very fun. They've been okay,
oh,
and that's Final Fantasy 16, Tears of the
come
Kingdom,
along.
That's a terrible confession.
and oh, there's a third one that I can't remember right now.
I will need a
Starfield.
here coming.
Oh, Starfield was super disappointing.
Yeah, I gave up on Starfield.
I mean,
Oh.
there are fun things about it, but I'm like,
You
man,
should-
I want it to be better. You know,
You
they're
should
just.
both play Sea of
Yes,
Stars
please.
instead.
I should play. Sea
I'm
of
working on
Stars.
it. Sorry.
Sorry, I was trying not
Thank
to
you.
interrupt you, but
No,
still,
I'm glad you did. I was because I was just jabbering on.
This is like 1 cooldown, 2 cooldown, 3 cooldown, 4. I mean, Vin probably had me, but
Hey
Or
Donler,
cooldowns.
good to see you, Donler.
oh, let's see, Donler's
Also-
hanging out too.
Another
Did we
old-
miss a confession before? Is Man of Rohan a Denver Broncos fan?
I think
I
so.
am from Denver, so
Are you
you
really?
can't not be a Denver Broncos fan if you're from Denver.
I am also a Denver Broncos fan because of a tall drink of water named John Elway.
Oh,
Yes.
I thought you were gonna
All
say.
right.
I thought you were gonna say Jay
Vin-
Cutler, Vindini. I was
No,
gonna-
Vindini has now become my favorite person in the entire
John
Pantheon Plus
Elway.
community.
John Elway's my favorite quarterback ever.
he was pretty
Yes,
cool. I gotta give him that.
Mine too. My kids are annoyed with me because I'm like, he's no John Elway. And they're like,
Exactly.
Like Peyton Manning was so much better than John Elway. And like, you shut your dirty mouth.
You're moving out.
You guys, I mean, you had 2 of the best quarterbacks to ever play the game. I mean, as a Bears fan, I have no sympathy for you.
Yeah. Well, yep, I love John Elway still. He's the partly because he was a home team guy. Like he wasn't like I'm coming in to play and then I move back to my own state when I'm done. You know,
That's true.
he really made a life there and owns a lot of car dealerships and restaurants and stuff. But
So Des, we did see the Rattlebone or whatever his name was earlier, but
Yeah,
I haven't
he's-
seen any named on track for a while.
Yeah, we have to go back down and then to the next like building in
Yeah.
the castle.
Get to the castle proper.
Yeah. But if he's still up, we'll go there.
We should go kill Venerable Sathir and get Therek his Therek and Vindini their epic pieces.
Yes, yes. Oh man, that would be way callback to my EQ1 days.
Yeah.
Or maybe a nice
The
Therek
EQ2 Ranger epic is actually pretty neat. Like
Is it?
it's just it's all super time consuming, but because I had to my like main alt was Ranger / Assassin / Ranger again. I had to do the Eagle's Talon, epic quest line, and it's pretty good. I think
So that-
better than the Warden quest line, I would say.
that was my reason for
Shocking.
stopping playing EQ1. Was the Ranger Epic.
Really?
Oh, really?
Have you?
It is
Yeah,
pretty
'cause
bad.
Because and not just that it was hard, but I couldn't, like my guild broke up
No,
Mhm.
no.
at some point, and I'm like, I was at the Venerable Sathir point
Oh, that is the
that
worst.
druids and rangers needed. I might have been more, but it was definitely those two.
Yeah.
And
It took me
so
forever
to-
to get my rogue epic for basically pretty similar reasons. I got pretty far along, and then I was essentially to the point where I needed to kill Finny to get a robe, and I needed to kill the general, and then I would have had my epic, and like I was at that point for a very long time.
Yeah. So was like, well, I'm never getting any further than this. So, you know, and I even like, well, I'll try and just get up some levels and see if I can, you know, maybe pick up some people. So I was like 55 and still didn't have it because I'd been trying for 5. And if you played EQ1 originally, 5 levels above 50 was months of work, you know, at least.
At least 6 months of work.
Yeah, so.
Yeah,
Anyway,
no,
yeah.
my famous story, my EQ famous story is Veneral Sathir and getting my Ranger Epic, almost disconnecting as we killed him, kneeling down to loot the thing, and then disconnecting and freaking out, and then getting back in to find my group mate, guild mate had held it while I was still offline, and it was still there. And I was like, oh, thank God. And we had been up,
That's
like we were
awesome.
taking
That's
shifts. It was
super
one of those
good.
like, I'm up for 12 hours, you're up for 12 hours, I'm up for 12 hours. It was a long haul.
Yeah.
That's pretty interesting, Mr. C. I remember you have to. Yeah, that's like a huge part of that quest is, or is it basically the whole quest where you're getting all the parts to make the loot for that guy, of the Bard Epic. So the Darge Epic is about like what he did with that. Did he do evil things with the loot or something like that?
Evil loot things.
What did you do? Evil things.
Sang some
Played
songs.
He
music
never
at
went
4
down to
a.m.
Georgia, and he was looking for some.
The Devil's Chord. Yeah.
I just randomly watched Tenacious D's.
Pick of
Not
Destiny.
the whole Pick of Destiny. No, I didn't watch the whole movie, but I watched the part where they do the greatest song in the world, like chunk, and I was like, oh man, I need to watch that whole movie again. It's so goofy and fun.
I think I've only seen it once, but I enjoyed it.
I watched it the first time I watched that. This was I went over to my friends who their whole family was like staunch conservative Christians.
They didn't
and
appreciate
and we
the-
got in trouble watching it because the parents like heard some of it, like and it
Seem-
shocked the kids too. I was like, wait, what? Like, what's wrong? I was so confused.
Makes me think of when I watched Fight Club with my friend Thad. We're at my house, and my mom came to the house with my great aunt Helen, and they walked in right as there was just some kind of longish string of coarse language, so to speak, and my mom was like, Jeremy. I'm like, Mom, it's fine. Because I don't know how, I think I was like 18 or 19 at that point. And I'm like, Mom, it's fine. And then my Aunt Helen says, hello. I'm like, oh my gosh, just because it was rude or whatever for her. And so I felt a little bad, but just like, Mom, grow up, Mom, is what I was thinking in my head.
Fight Club would be hard to watch with people
yeah,
that you didn't want to be like embarrassed around.
Yeah. Like I accidentally watched the Love Actually with my parents, and there's a scene with Martin, or who's Bilbo, the guy who plays Bilbo.
Oh, Andy
Martin
Serkis.
Short?
Martin's
wrong.
Short, right? Martin Short?
no, that's
Freeman.
also-
Martin
Freeman. Thank you. Oh my goodness, out of my head. But he's like, he and this other woman are like stand-ins for, I don't know, sex scenes or porn or something. And so they just do the lighting on them. And so I forgot that was in there. And then we're watching it with my parents, and I was just like beat red. I'm like, this is not what I want to be watching with you guys. Gene and I were like, we like this movie, let's watch it. And I had completely forgotten about that part. So
I hate it when that happens.
that was enjoyable.
Hey, there's level 70.
Congrats.
Congrats.
Thank you. So I want to read Zuken's story in chat here because he's telling an
Yeah, I was
interesting
like,
It says it was camping Verena Tomb and Vessel Droslin for the Enchanter Epic while at work pre-pandemic for a week each. Droslin popped right before I was about to step away for lunch and died 5 times trying to solo him before guildies showed up. Well, you know what? At least your guildies showed up eventually.
right?
That's
Yeah.
the key takeaway. I think I feel like every MMO player has a story like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Desperately seeking some item or some quest piece and then almost failing and not getting it. Sort of a rite of passage.
You're getting some shade from Sparoh Therek in the
I know.
chat.
I should finally, like, hey man, 70 this is epic. This is the farthest we've ever gotten in any of the MMOs we played on any of our stuff. So
True. Very true.
I want to put things into perspective here, all right? And plus, we're streaming other games. We play Embers Adrift. We play Quests and Coffee games. We play Myth Force. I got lots of things on my plate. Speaking of which, if you're watching right now, we're starting season 2 of Quest and Coffee on Sunday. Baldur's Gate 3 on the docket. Starting fresh. Group of 4. Me, Sparoh, Fate, and Breakout, who is back. Hasn't been around for a while and is always sort of great to play with. Enjoyed playing some MMOs with him back in the day. So he's going to be I think he's going to be our healer. I'm actually going to be tanking in Baldur's Gate. I'm going to be starting as a fighter and then dual classing into a ranger just because we need tankage. So
hey, thanks for noticing, man, Rohan.
Oh, like what happened? Just all of a sudden it felt like it sucked right out of you.
It's just been slowly going down the last like 20 minutes.
Oh, look. What's going on? People training things?
Yeah.
Yep.
Get
That's nice.
Get that train out of here.
They'll go back.
Yeah. Yeah, this is an EQ one. We'll be okay.
They must be doing epic stuff.
Churro
Maybe.
dude. I'm going to remember that Churro dude. He says, if we come across a barn in Baldur's Gate 3, we must go inside. I will remember.
Mordor's back up right underneath us if we want to.
I don't know what it means.
Yeah,
man.
I don't really want to,
No.
No, Mordor sucks.
frankly. Yeah.
Mordor is like a bad D&D.
they're running straight to Brittlebone or whatever it is. That's cool.
Oh,
Well, I'll grab these guys since they're gonna.
they're doing like a hunters or whatever.
Oh, the other one, yeah.
Yep.
sorry. The first one didn't drag so well. So. Oh yeah, they might be doing a hunters thing. I don't know if that's still an active deal, but
Angel Terry, yeah. So I'm playing a ranger. Dez is playing a guardian, and Mana Rohan is a
illusionist.
I almost said courser. Yeah. Vin's on the warden. Crow is on the bard swash. No, the
Yeah, troubadour.
troubadour. God, I can never think of it.
I just say bard.
And Fate's on the swashbuckler.
I'm indeed swishing and swashing.
Swishing and swashing.
Swishing and swash.
Maybe I will buy Baldur's Gate 3. I need a palate cleanser for all these games that have been substandard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I go ahead.
I was just gonna say I've been like waiting because I'm playing other games and stuff, and I don't think I'd be able to put much time into it, and I want to, right? But two things. One, Quest and Coffee's coming up, and I'm like, I could just watch it.
Yeah.
That's how I quote unquote played Solasta.
Yeah, right.
Secondly, I have a real life friend that he's doing the whole we should totally get a group together and play X, and I'm like, all right, put it together. I'm down. That was like a month ago. So,
That's the way those things go, right?
Yeah.
It's an idea that comes up and then you never hear from them again. By the way, I want one of these rhino mounts. These are pretty cool looking rhinos over here.
those are totally,
You can get
they're
them.
rhino mounts.
Oh, yeah?
Bunch of them.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Rain
I'm going to
Brittle,
pull out
that's
to
his
here.
name. He's still up. Caretaker Everin is up.
All right, cool. We're heading into there. It's my headphones not wanting to.
Right, Terry? Solasta was awesome. It was so fun.
Rain Brittle's right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab him. In
We had such a good time playing that. It's again, I tried to go back and do some stuff in that game single player, and it just wasn't as much fun. It definitely is fun as a multiplayer experience.
What the?
Having
Yeah,
trouble.
I think I'm going to do a full wizard this time around as opposed to the warlock, though, because I want just a little more variety to the things that I do each battle, instead of just being like, oh, I guess it's time for another Eldritch Blast.
yeah. It does, especially early on. You're just so limited with what you can do. Like it's just Yeah. So like I said, Breakout, I think he's playing a cleric. He said cleric and like resto bard or something like that. Like he knows that game really well. He's played it quite a bit, so he's got his class sort of planned out. And Sparoh is playing a druid. We made our characters the other day, and it's funny. We're sort of both joking around, and you're gonna like the look of our characters. we had some fun.
I'm really looking forward to it.
If you want to know what Sparoh looks like, think of what's her name from Horizon Zero Dawn. What's that character?
Aloy?
Aloy.
Yeah,
Aloy,
Aloy.
excuse
She's
me.
definitely got a little bit of an Aloy thing going on.
Shoot.
These guys have to go up and rattle their cage a little bit to...
Their rib cage.
I was making a really snarky reference right there, and no one got it.
What's the rattle of their cage? What is that a reference?
Rattle Cage is a NPC from somewhere.
It's I don't
From
remember.
somewhere.
It's some old game. I'm not sure what it is. It's somewhere in the memory banks.
Okay, whatever.
Moving on.
Think from EverQuest Landmark.
See,
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
My God.
Yeah, definitely from that never released.
Right. Yeah, it's kind of true, Drac. I mean, you got to spend your time making your character, man. In those games, you got to spend time. I actually made a single player character. I was just to get familiar with the game. I was playing him, and he was an elf, and I did not like the look of him. And I'm like, I can't look at this guy for 40 plus hours if we're gonna do this. I got to go back and recreate my character because he's just not good looking enough.
Wow.
Can I tell you?
How vain.
Yeah, I'm absolutely like that.
Hey,
Hey, you don't have to look at yourself all the time, but you do have to look at your character.
Right? Yeah.
True.
as long as their rear end looks nice, like behind from behind me,
Gosh.
because they're running in front of me the whole time. As long as that looks good.
I'll
That's
have
what
to go
that's
in and check. Now I'm going to pay attention to that now, man, Rohan. You might have ruined my character.
Pay attention to Manorokan's rear end.
Well, no,
Well,
not right
I
now,
s-
but
I
Man
sit
of
in a
Rohan's
shop.
Man of Rohan cycles, so like he's doing fine there, I bet.
okay, don't. Yeah, if you look at the stream right
Yeah.
now, I am definitely
No.
checking out Man of Rohan's rear end right now.
Is it,
It's tiny and very gnomey.
He's got a gnome butt.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
Sounds like a
kids make fun
condition.
of me because I sit for a job. Yes, I do cycle, but I sit for a job, so that's been long years of losing the rear end that I have. And plus, I don't know, men just lose their rear end as they get older, I think.
Oh.
So
Oh no, really?
it just happens. Yeah. I
Au
think so.
contraire.
No, contraire.
I've
My
got-
wife thinks otherwise.
Oh, there is the other Fates. Fates.
oh,
with an S.
Fates.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's also
Uh,
Fated Emperor, although I don't know if he shows up to streams or not.
Fated Emperor. No, I've never seen him at our streams, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fates. You know what? We've been talking about it, and we are waiting until after they do the newsletter next Thursday. And we're, I mean, we can announce it tonight. I'll say it here on stream for people watching. We're going to do a rewind episode. Desryn and I are going to do a rewind episode about all the stuff that's been happening. But we
Yeah.
want to wait until the newsletter because we want to get an official thing from VR to talk about. So, yeah, there you go.
Named is going to be incoming. And yeah. Oh, oh man.
Rain Brittle is cool looking. Look at this guy.
All right.
That is
There we
cool.
go.
What is up with him? He's very unique looking.
He stole his helmet from the Dark Lord
Yeah.
Sauron.
Yeah, he kind of did.
I was
right?
gonna plug, if you haven't seen Nathan Napalm's video though. I think he did a pretty good job, as he said, playing mental gymnastics like an Olympic sport, which is the reason we haven't said anything really. Is so he kind of dared to go and do that. So props to him.
But I think, there's going to be so many people waiting to sort of see what VR says in the newsletter next Thursday about all this,
Yeah.
that it's going to be really an interesting time to talk about it. And we haven't done a rewind in so long, and people have been asking, even with the art stuff, they wanted to hear our commentary on it. So it's, we owe it to the people, Des.
Yeah,
The
that's true.
people.
I'm just with the art stuff. It was so funny because I'm just like, it's a podcast. We're gonna describe it to everybody.
Right?
Like,
Exactly.
Yeah, I know what they're really asking, but I just
Yeah.
it kind of cracks me up.
That's kind of why I made the video that I did about it, because I felt like it was a better forum or
That's another great video.
yeah, it's done very well. It's people. I've had 300 and some odd comments on it. It's the most comments on a
gosh.
video I've ever made. So pretty happy with that.
Yeah, people have opinions.
Fates, yeah. You know what, Nathan? Yeah, he's taking. You know, he's doing what he does. But I haven't watched the video yet, but I am going to after this. And
Yeah.
it's a calculated choice. You know, you gotta. You know, finding that balance between putting the information out there and
Yeah.
waiting is a choice.
I think he did it just about as good as he could have, though. Like, so.
On a different topic,
Southern charm.
No,
is anyone going to play the Return to Moria game?
I just heard something about that today. Didn't they tweet something about it today?
That their release for the PS5 is getting moved back, I think, but release for PC is October 24th. So, and it's co-op, so I will definitely be playing that. I'm hoping it's not as disappointing as other games, as I've mentioned earlier.
Did you
I'm a
play
little
Gollum?
brave.
Did you play Gollum?
No,
Okay, good,
I
good,
didn't.
good.
It's
Yeah.
a different, good thing it's a different studio, and I'm probably
Yeah, I
not
mean-
gonna play it, but
I like the idea. I mean, I like Minecraft, but it's a two-pronged kind of a thing where you have an adventure through Moria, and then you, I think, after that, are able to start to rebuild, basically, kind of maybe Minecraft style. So
I don't really know anything about
yeah.
it. I should look into it a little closer because
it looked really impressive when I saw the little trailer, but that's about as far as I looked into it. I'm just
So it's just a Lotro themed dwarf fortress, is what you're saying.
well,
I don't know if it's going to be that complicated, but
yeah.
but it. So the one thing I really like it is that they have, they're a lore first development. So they've brought in people like the Tolkien professor and David Sallow, who is a linguist and he did a lot of the what am I thinking? I can't think of the word, but translations for the Lord of the Rings movie.
Oh, cool.
Movies, and then another person who is also a scholar so they've gotten together and have helped them really craft good lore in regards to that. And one great thing I saw there is that they do not have a Balrog because it happens after the Fellowship goes through, so there won't be any fights about Balrogs having wings or not. So
Churro did says John Rice Davies voices Gimli. I did see that.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's cool.
He does. Yep.
Which is perfect.
He's so
It
good.
really
right?
is.
So good.
Anyway,
Yeah,
I'm.
Epic Game Store only. I didn't know. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Spicy.
Those exclusives.
Well, everyone's moving to Unreal Engine anyway, so might as well use
Yeah.
They're
Oh,
opening
really?
their accounts there anyway. I'm just making jokes.
Yeah. What was that, Crow?
Nothing.
No, that's Fates. That's nice of you to say that. I like. I'm better. One of the things about that has stopped us from wanting to talk about what's going on is sort of just being able to sort of collect thoughts and put them in a coherent way. Right? It's easy to just speak off the cuff and ramble a little bit, and I just never feel comfortable doing that. I'm always more like I like to have a well laid out argument or a well laid out idea. We're running. We're in Karnor's castle right now, Osric.
Yep. Karnor's Rise of Kunark expansion.
Yep.
So we're kind of on the low end of that expansion, but we are progressing.
You would think this was a raid mob. My God.
Right, where they decided we're gonna really beef up anything that has a name on it.
I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm just really noticing it. It's so funny. You notice it when you don't.
I think we're missing not just a lot of gear, but also like just the lower levels and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Missing
The
abilities
fun
and that
part
kind of
about
thing.
this, though, is that as you do gear out, you will notice the difference as we, scale up. So
That's good. Good to know.
Word.
Yeah, I definitely could use some gear upgrade.
Yeah, I guess this weekend I'll go do some quests or something and get some.
yeah,
So where should I be questing for solo experience in at
you
level
can just
70?
start at the docks
Yeah.
in Kailong. Yeah, I
Kailong
mean,
docks.
there's huge quest lines through every single zone.
Yep.
Yeah,
great
but-
this is when they
um,
started doing that.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
they
gonna do
give great gear, probably too good of gear,
that. I was
a
on
ton of XP too.
on Tuesday when I was watching the 101. I was just sort of trying to do some solo questing in the Bone Mire, and it was all blue. Like everything was very.
Oh yeah, you went backwards in expansion. You went because Bone was
Yeah.
like KOS, right? You want to go. You
Yeah.
wanted to be in Lesser Fadark
Yeah.
at the very least.
I knew I was doing something wrong.
or Kailong Plains, because I think they start at like level 68 quests. So
I got to do that.
Yeah, I think this is where they really started just guiding you through every
oh yeah,
step of the quest line. So you work your way through every zone.
Very formulaic.
Yeah.
yeah. This is definitely the to use the lack of a better term. This is the WoW expansion. This is the expansion
Yeah.
where we're just gonna have quest hubs. They're gonna give you the gear. At the end of it, you're gonna do some group dungeons that'll give you better gear, and then you'll be ready to raid if you want to raid.
Yeah, and we're gonna make the zones just absurdly large so that they have different biomes, so it feels like you're going to like through different zones in WoW on on the flying the Soka cars with this. Oh my God, we finally killed it.
What did he drop? He dropped a Defiler
For
Oh.
in Beastsword.
Mouth Musher. What a terrible name for an item. What is that anyway? What even kind of item is that? Oh, look at that. Look on stream. It's what a weird looking weapon.
That is a very
I see.
unfortunate situation there.
It's like some sort of like weird...
Is it like best in slot for monks and bruisers or something?
Maybe not best in slot, but it's it's
Pretty high up there.
a step. I mean, it's got almost the DPS as the weapon that I'm waiting to use at 80, like 1 DPS less. But yeah, monk bruiser. After all that, woohoo!
After all that, we got a monk and bruiser
I
weapon.
think it's just insult to injury because it's like you should have better DPS.
Yeah.
Where's
Yeah,
your monk or bruiser?
You're probably right.
Oh my
The game is
The
trolling.
game,
Alright, well-
yeah, it's like you got a ranger. That's not good.
Oh, wow! We were killing that so long.
Um,
We're starting to get repops.
Okay.
Okay. let's see.
Nez left one, please, if you haven't already started on that.
Trying. There we go. Apparently
Well,
they
we-
weren't in the same group.
We probably should have spent more time in EOF, I guess, doing the group dungeons.
It's probably just, first of all, this expansion kind of starts at 70, right?
Yeah.
And second of all, I think coming here assumes that you've done some of the Kailong Plains quests, which would give you like
Yeah.
a full set of gear, and probably a couple levels. So
Uh-oh.
yeah, that is one thing. Is all weapons, like the epic weapons, are clearly better than pretty much everything else.
Yeah, even the group version.
Yeah, especially with the whole item redo, right? Because at least when ROK launched, there were still some situational weapons that were pretty good. But
I'm gonna find a butter knife to use as an appearance item over my my epic to.
even that would be better.
Oh yeah, and also just to call back to the original Rogue epic, a little butter knife.
Oh, see, that's kind of cool. Yeah.
That's what they called it, the butter knife, because it's just like it was just everybody else got these cool looking weapons, and then the rogues got like a little tiny knife.
Little tiny knife for little tiny rogues.
Oh, Mr. C.
I know, what a great line. He's
Stop that.
he's doing a call out to the song.
JN.
Can write anything.
Anything.
Anything. Did you watch the 101? Did you see Daimos? We got a live rendition on Tuesday from
Yeah.
Daimos. It was awesome.
Ah, nice.
Good dude.
Dude, I missed some of that.
In between dropping F-bombs, Daimos was singing the praises.
Peanut brittle.
Peanut brittle. What?
What is
Peanut
that
brittle.
for? I don't know what that's for.
Why is that
I think
weird?
a lot of skeletons
Oh, is it
carry
for?
peanut brittle.
It's candy for the event.
Oh, I need this. I gotta get.
Oh.
Drac has a bow. I need this. I need this.
Yeah, it's for Drac.
Yes,
Okay.
I got the peanut brittle.
It's
Hey,
all for Drac.
I'm sending it to you, Drac. I want that bow in the mail.
Oh man, peanut brittle's so good.
I think Drac said they sell like 2 platinum each. These Halloween
what?
stuff. Yeah. He asked
I want the
somebody.
peanut brittle. Oh, shoot.
Mine.
I might be needing on the next one
So-
if it sells for so much.
I need it on
As-
it.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well,
I didn't know that there was no rule we couldn't need on that.
it's all. Yeah, there was nothing was said, so it's true.
So, Mr. C,
Come
has
in.
anybody seen my corpse? Is that old kind of,
Yes,
the guy is kind of folksy sounding and he's singing it and he says rations incorrectly?
it is. That's exactly what it is.
He says rations.
Rations. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, caretaker. Oh, is it for a quest? Must be for a quest. Caretaker Everin.
Yeah. Just an NPC.
Yeah.
Question for the Embers people out there. That free preview deal, that's on for a couple weeks yet?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Until November 3rd, I want to say. It's either the 3rd or the 5th. I can't remember. But yeah, basically, Embers Adrift is 100% free right now, including all the perks you get from a subscription, and you get to download and play the game and everything. It's worth checking out.
Yeah, it's definitely worth checking out for sure.
Annoying Llama started up a character, so we got him.
really?
We got him in on it, so he's going to bring his community in, I'm sure.
Nice.
Ventrek Hallgloom. Is that-
Ventric.
Are we headed towards that? Maybe.
No, we got
Maybe
about
not.
10 minutes.
Oh yeah, we
left.
are.
If we can get there in 10 minutes.
Oh. Well, we could get there in 10 minutes. But
Can we
it might
just
take
run
10
through?
minutes to kill him.
Oh gosh.
No, because we're going to be better than we've ever been, anime style. Suddenly, for no reason, we're going to be so much better than we've ever been.
We
Yeah,
can start
Joe,
calling
I
out
hope.
our attacks.
Yep.
Don't-
And say
don't believe
gear
in
2
yourself.
and things like that.
Believe in the me that believes in you.
Oh my god.
You're the best around. Nothing's
think,
gonna
I think
keep you down.
Desryn might know what that's actually from.
Wait, what?
Oh,
There was talking over.
oh no, it's fine. It's fine.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I hate missing references.
Yeah, Joe. I
You
know.
chuckled at it, so I thought you got it.
Oh, I was Yeah, I was not chuckling at that specifically.
We've allotted extra time on this rewind episode coming up, Joe, to deal with this. We're starting an
Yeah.
hour earlier because we know we know ourselves and we can't not talk about things, so we just
Yeah,
keep going.
I
so
really hope that
we'll do our
they
best.
just do a lot of information so that we could at least talk about stuff. The
Mm-hmm.
worst thing would be if they barely say anything additionally, and then we just have to
Yeah, speculate.
yeah. No one ever was. I've been getting that was me. That was
Uh-oh.
me.
Is Desryn
Okay.
parrying?
That was no. I don't need to parry. This is fine. As you see with my background,
Just like your
It's
background.
fine.
How appropriate.
My cooldowns are up. We're fine. Yeah, I've been getting like an urge to watch like old Pokemon. It's like it's kind of a comfort show. Like you don't really watch it, but just I don't know. It's nostalgic.
Hopefully no riots are induced. I was thinking about it the other day, Des. I'm like, I have to remember how to put the rewind together. I'm like, we haven't done it in so long. Like my brain,
Yeah.
it's leaked out my ear, and I'm like, I don't even remember how to do this anymore.
Yeah,
But I'm sure it'll come back to me in the moment.
hope so.
Yeah, me too.
All right.
No problem. I did get scared for a minute though, so
Never
the
fear.
extras, yeah.
Well, I did pretty good. I got a full level and a half, maybe, level and a quarter tonight.
I'm actually really close to leveling up too. So like that, even though we're not really killing stuff super fast, I feel like the XP actually is okay at
Decent.
least.
Yeah, decent.
Hit a little over a level.
Do I have my AA's experience on or something? Nope. Nope. Okay. Because I haven't even leveled up.
Hmm.
I've only gotten about
Oh,
3/4 of a level.
What is this madness? Slow leveling. Oh, there we go. What was that? Vindini.
69, dude.
69.
nice, dude.
420.
What number am I thinking?
What number are you thinking? We know what number you're thinking about.
Do you need a sec, Vin?
No, you're good.
Oh well, I'm gonna give you a sec anyway because this. Oh well, never mind. I'm magical, apparently.
Magical.
I was like, surely I'm gonna pull that whole room because they're all stacked on top of each other.
He's a magic man.
Oh, there's some good Canadian music right there.
The magic man.
That's one of my favorite songs by them too.
Really?
Is Heart
Love
Canadian?
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Heart.
I didn't know that.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Proud.
I thought- Yeah, she has to be American because he has such a cool voice. I mean, she was funny or okay.
Come on
Canadian,
in.
But
The armory.
The armory. See, okay, Joe, I'm not going to fight you on this because whatever you like, that's great. I never really got into Dragon Ball. I actually remember as a kid, because I didn't watch anime as a kid, really, but I saw Dragon Ball on TV a few times, and I remember trying to watch it with a bowl of SpaghettiOs and being like,
SpaghettiOs.
because it was something with like they had like a marathon, and it was like 3 episodes of them like battling Frieza, and I was like, I just can't do that.
Well, that's Dragon Ball Z and not Dragon Ball.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I didn't even know
He's
that.
watching Dragon Ball.
Oh, I was so wrong.
Oh,
I
congrats.
apologize.
The tank has leveled up.
Cuts. Everyone's gonna get a level except for me.
Oh hell, welcome back to live, Joe. All right, that's another ability that I don't have an upgrade for. I'll just.
yeah,
The worst part is I just need to, like, I need the dance scrolls, or I just need to ask our guildies to make them.
Hmm. Well, maybe this is a good time. We were about, what, 4 minutes out? Yeah, maybe it's a good time to put a bookmark in it here and call the stream.
All right, all right.
You know, while we're in the armory here. So that was good times, you guys. We gotta keep going in Karnor's Castle next week. I think there's a whole lot of killing we need to do here still. So, having said all that, let me get back to the guild hall. But yes.
Oh, okay.
So, like I said earlier, make sure season 1 of Saturday Morning Heroes is wrapping up this week. That's Saturday morning. That's our stream. We're playing Myth Force. We're battling Daedalus, the final boss in Mythforce. Daedalus. And it's going to be epic. So that's me and Desryn, Mr. Coddleshire, and Annoying Llama. Saturday morning, noon Eastern, right here on the channel. Sunday morning, noon Eastern, Baldur's Gate 3, Season 1 of Quest and Coffee is going to be happening, and would love to see you out for that and sort of be with us from the very beginning and follow our journey through that game and watch the antics that ensue. And what else is going on this week, Des? Anything else? What am I forgetting? I don't think there's anything else
this coming week? I mean, besides the other guys, the 101 on Tuesday, we're back on Thursday. Are there any videos going out? I honestly don't
think
know.
so. I did a Mythforce review. If you want to see what Mythforce is all about, I did do a review of it. Went up on the channel.
Best review on YouTube.
Yeah,
100%.
It turned out pretty well. The devs liked it. They commented on it, which was nice. So that's cool. But otherwise, it's exciting times in Pantheon community. We joked around a little tonight and sort of poked a little fun at it, but definitely interesting times for the Pantheon interested. So I would encourage everybody to stay tuned to VR's official channels for information. And go watch that Nathan Napalm video. I'm going to go do that as soon as we're done streaming here. But Des, Fate, Rohan, Crow, Vindini, you guys are awesome as always. My friends, my comrades, keeping me alive. We will thanks for joining us tonight and stream. Everybody, thanks for coming out. Really appreciate it as always. And we will see you next week.
Thanks, everybody.
See you next week. Bye, everybody.